Good morning, my friends. Welcome to class. Let's get started. This is Foundations of English 9 for Thursday, August 27th, 2020. Today we're going to talk about mastery again. So we're going to start by going through some PowerSchool grades, talk about submitting work late. Also, we're going to introduce the chess unit that we're starting today, which I'm very excited about. We're going to play quizzes together, and then we're going to wrap up with your independent assignment. Let's start with PowerSchool grading. So right now, before you do anything else, like live right this minute, I'd like you to go and log into PowerSchool and check the specific assignment scores for my class. So I'm just going to put in a little time saver here, take about 30 seconds to check your grade and look at your assignment scores, specifically looking for grades that you have put in and missing flags. So go ahead and take a minute and do that right now. All right, now that you have that, we're going to talk about what PowerSchool grades are for this class and how to work with them. So same as traditional, whatever you used last year, as long as you were in the state of North Carolina, you probably used PowerSchool. That's going to be the same. So in this class, all the work that's graded is going to be in PowerSchool. Some assignments like the quizzes and the ReadWorks and the Quill will be on a weekly cycle, meaning you won't get a specific grade for each day. You'll get one for the week, and that will represent all of your week's work. There will be a weekly quiz, usually in quizzes, sometimes in other formats, and that will go in as a quiz grade, and then bigger assignments will count as test grades. Now, because we're not in a face-to-face class, we probably won't have a whole lot of sit down, take a test, turn it in, grade it type of thing. It might be a project. It might just be a longer assignment that takes you a little bit longer to complete. So you might have noticed that you have a flag that says missing on your grade. That means that when I checked the assignment, it was not there. I didn't input a score yet, so there's no 0, usually I'll give a 50. That's my 0 because mathematically I think that's more fair than giving a 0. A 50 is still an F, but it's recoverable, whereas if you have a 0, it's really hard to dig back out from lots and lots of zeros. So when you submit work late, here's the process. If it's not graded yet, so if there's no missing flag, if there's no 50 in it, just do the work because I haven't put the score in yet. If it is graded or if it has a missing flag, then this is the procedure. You're going to send me an email. My email address is cherylmorris@gaston.k12.nc.us. Please grade my late work. All right, so here's the format. You say hello because, again, in an email, especially when you're asking me to do something for you, you always want to be polite. So start off with hello. I have completed, and then you're going to put the name of the assignment. If there's more than one, name of the assignment and second assignment. I am in, let's say first period or second period or third period, whatever period you're in. Just as a clear thing, I'm using this for multiple periods, which is why you don't see your individual period there. So make sure you put the correct one. If you don't know which one it is, you can check in Google Classroom. The number at the beginning of your Google Classroom name is the period that you're in, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Thank you, and then your name. Hit send. And then I will get your work graded and put in. Now, sometimes it does take a little bit of time, so make sure you're patient with me, but typically I will get your grade put in pretty quickly. So today we start a brand new unit. I'm really excited about this. It is a chess unit. Now, maybe you have some familiarity with chess. That's great. Maybe you already know how to play chess. Awesome. This unit is going to do a lot of different things for us, but we're going to start by learning how to play and learning why it's important to know how to play chess. So just a few reasons why I want you to learn. It's been shown to improve reading ability and test scores both in math and in English. It also improves your observation, strategy, and critical thinking ability. In chess, you have to think ahead, you have to plan your moves, you have to have a strategy, you have to think about what the other person is thinking. Putting yourself in someone else's perspective is a really important skill, not only in life, but in literature as well. And learning how to do that effectively will help you across the board in every subject and in real life in relationships. Also, it's hard to make connections with your classmates. You probably don't know each other very well. You might know a few people in here, but especially if you didn't attend the same school, you might not have ever interacted with the people in your class. Chess is a way to have connections with other members of your class because you're going to be playing against them once we all learn how to play chess together. We'll have tournaments. It'll be really fun. And it's something that you can get better at with practice. So whenever you start something, it's always going to be tough when you start. So if you think about when you were born, you probably didn't come out knowing how to ride a bike. You probably didn't come out knowing how to, speak English, right? You had to learn those things and you get better with practice. In fact, when you think about a baby and what they do and don't know, it's kind of ridiculous for a baby to come out and you look at the baby and say, "Why aren't you good at this yet?" Well, of course you're not good at it. You haven't practiced yet. So chess is something that you learn through practice, and we're going to practice together a lot. And it is fun. It's a game. So I'm actually assigning you a game to play during English time, which is pretty cool. It's a fun use of your time. So I'm going to show you today's independent work in just a second, but here's the list. Number 1, do your book of knowledge with a third article, so that after today you should have 3 total articles and 3 books of knowledge. You're going to do the Why Play Chess assignment that I will show you right now in Classroom. And then you're going to practice quizzes. Tomorrow you're going to have a quizzes round during our live class that will count as a quiz grade. So you want to make sure you are prepared for that. If you need to practice multiple times, do it. So let's look at the Why Play Chess assignment. So you're going to start with, what is your experience with chess and what do you know about it? Those are 2 different questions, which means you should have 2 different answers. So if your experience with chess is that you don't even know what it is, you've never heard of it, never played it, tell me that. What do you know about it? Let's say you just know that there are black and white pieces. Write that. Anything you know about it, right there. Then you're going to watch this video. This video, if you click on here to the YouTube, it'll take you into a full nother tab. Now, once you've watched the video, there are 2 questions. One of them is about what you saw in the video. So what are some things you can learn from chess that can be applied to school? This is a TED Talk, meaning it's a short talk organized by an organization, in this case Yale University, where young people give talks about things that they're passionate about. And this talk is about how chess can be used in schools. And he gives lots and lots of examples about how you can apply that. Finally, you're going to start with, what questions do you have? Now, you notice that it's a required question, and so the answer to this is not, I don't have any questions. You have to think of a question. That's part of the assignment. It can be something that you heard in the video you didn't understand. It can be something that you're interested about chess in general. It can be something about this assignment. It can be something about the course, really, if you can't think about anything else. But once you have something for each box, notice that you cannot submit it until you have an answer for each one. You're going to hit submit, and that is your work for today. So this should take you about 10 to 15 minutes to complete. All right, now that you know what to do, let's go play quizzes and do our last group practice before tomorrow's quiz.